In 2009, a 25-year-old software engineer in Phoenix invested $10,000 into something that almost every financial advisor told him was reckless. In 2024, that investment is worth $1.4 million. His name is Jason. He wasn't some Wall Street genius. He wasn't born rich. He didn't have connections. He just knew one thing that most Americans are never taught in school. And here's the part that should make you angry. This information is publicly available. It always has been. The problem isn't access. The problem is nobody's explaining it in a way that actually makes sense for regular people. That's what this video is. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly how ordinary Americans, people making $40,000, $60,000, even $25,000 a year, are quietly building life-changing wealth. No get-rich-quick nonsense. No hype. Just the real strategy. Let me give you some numbers that should terrify you. 56% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency without going into debt. That's not poverty-level households. That's working professionals, homeowners, people with jobs. 33% of Americans have zero retirement savings. Zero. And the average American retires with less than $87,000 saved, which, at current rates, runs out in under 4 years. Meanwhile, and this is the part that kills me, the top 1% added $4 trillion to their wealth in the last 3 years alone. This isn't about politics. This isn't about complaining. This is about one simple truth. We are living in the greatest wealth transfer in American history, and most people are on the wrong side of it. The reason, it's not because they're lazy, it's not because they're stupid, it's because nobody taught them how money actually works. Think about it. You spent 12 years in school. Did anyone teach you compound interest, dollar cost averaging, tax-advantaged accounts, index funds? No. You learned the Pythagorean theorem. That's the real problem. And that's exactly what we're fixing today. I want to tell you about two coworkers. Let's call them Mike and David, both 28 years old, both earning $55,000 a year. Same company, same city, same Chipotle for lunch. Mike drives a new car, $620 a month lease. Nice apartment, designer clothes, vacations on credit. David drives a 2016 Honda Civic, rents a modest place, puts $500 a month into a Roth IRA and index funds. Never misses, never touches it. At 30, Mike has $2,200 in savings. David has $14,000 invested and growing. At 40, Mike's still working, stressed about money. David has $220,000 compounding silently. At 55, David is semi-retired. Mike is figuring out how to delay retirement. Same income, completely different outcomes. One decision, made consistently for 27 years. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Wealthy people don't save what's left after spending. They spend what's left after saving. Read that again. Most Americans operate like this. Earn, spend, maybe save. Wealthy Americans operate like this. Earn, save/invest first, spend the rest. This is called paying yourself first. And it is the single most powerful financial habit you can build starting today. Okay, here's the actual strategy. I call it the 3-bucket system. And it's what separates people who retire comfortably from people who work until they physically can't. It works whether you're making $30,000 or $300,000. The percentages adjust. The logic doesn't. Bucket 1, safety, 10 to 15% of income. Purpose, emergency fund, liquid, untouchable. Goal: 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account, HYSA. As of 2025, top HYSAs are paying 4.5 to 5.2% APY. You're earning money on money you haven't even invested yet. Why it matters? Without this, one car breakdown or medical bill wipes out your investments. This bucket protects everything else. Bucket 2, growth, 15 to 25% of income. Purpose: long-term wealth building through compounding. Step 1, max out your 401k at least to the employer match. That's a 100% instant return on your money. If your employer matches 4% and you're not contributing 4%, you're leaving free money on the table every single year. Step 2, open a Roth IRA, 2025 contribution limit, $7,000 per year, $8,000 if you're 50 plus. Tax-free growth, tax-free withdrawals at retirement. This is the single best tax-advantaged vehicle for most Americans. Step 3, invest in low-cost index funds, specifically S&P 500 index funds like VOO, VTI, or FXAIX. Historical average return, 10.5% annually over 30 years. You don't need to pick stocks, you don't need to time the market, you just need to stay in the market. Bucket 3, opportunity, 5 to 10% of income. Purpose: higher risk, higher reward plays. This is where you can explore individual stocks you believe in, REITs, real estate investment trusts, I-bonds during inflation spikes, or yes, even a small, disciplined allocation to crypto, if that aligns with your risk tolerance. Key rule: never put money here that you can't afford to lose 50% of. This bucket accelerates wealth. It does not create it. Buckets 1 and 2 create it. Let me show you why this matters with real numbers. If you invest $400 a month starting at age 25, that's $4,800 a year, into an S&P 500 index fund averaging 10% annually. By age 65, you have $2,548,000, $2.5 million, from $400 a month. Now here's the brutal part. If you wait until 35 to start, same $400, same 10%. You retire with $905,000. That 10-year delay cost you $1.6 million. Time is the only thing you can never buy back. Mistake number 1, waiting until you have enough money to invest. There is no enough. You start with what you have. $25 a month in a Roth IRA is not nothing. It's a habit. And habits compound just like money does. Start embarrassingly small. Just start. Mistake number 2, trying to time the market. Every study ever done shows that time in the market beats timing the market. The average investor who tries to buy dips and sell peaks underperforms the S&P 500 by 3 to 5% annually. On $500,000 over 20 years, that gap is worth over $400,000. Stop trying to be clever. Be consistent. Mistake number 3, ignoring high-interest debt. If you have credit card debt at 22% APR, paying it off is a guaranteed 22% return. No investment on earth reliably beats that. Before you invest aggressively, eliminate high-interest consumer debt. It is the single biggest wealth killer hiding in plain sight. Mistake number 4, lifestyle inflation. You get a raise. Amazing. You move to a nicer apartment, upgrade your car, expand your wardrobe. 5 years later, you're making more money and saving the same percentage. This is the hedonic treadmill, and it is the silent wealth destroyer of the middle class. When income goes up, savings rate goes up first. Mistake number 5, not having a written financial plan. Studies from Schwab and Fidelity consistently show that people with a written financial plan accumulate 2 to 3 times more wealth than those without one. It doesn't need to be complex. One page. Your income, your savings targets, your investment allocations, your timeline. Write it down. Review it once a quarter. That's it. I want to leave you with this. Building wealth is not about being smarter than everyone else. It's not about getting lucky. It's not about having more. It's about one decision made consistently over time, to be intentional with your money instead of reactive to it. That's all David did. He didn't have a finance degree. He didn't make 6 figures. He just made a decision at 28 and kept it. You can make that decision today. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. If this video helped you, do me a favor. Share it with one person who needs to hear it. Not 5. Just one. That one person might be the one who changes their family's financial future. because of a 20-minute video. Hit subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this. I drop new content every week on building real wealth on a real income. And drop in the comments, which of the 5 mistakes have you been making? I read every single comment, and I reply to as many as I can. I'll see you in the next one.